Good day, everyone. This is your friend, Dr. Arlie Imperio. And as I promised, every 1 o'clock Philippine Standard Time, we will go live here in YouTube to uh, give vital information on health. And our topic for today would be on sunbathing. And the moments of sunbathing is done during sunrise and sunset. So ideally, we sleep early so that we can wake up early. And when we wake up, it's still quite dark and the sun is starting to rise on the horizon. And we take note of the first moment when the sun starts to appear. It's about golden yellow. And this is the moment, and this will last only about 5 minutes, where we can directly look at the sun. And the important point of looking directly at the sun is to let the sunbeam enter our body through our eyes. And when it enters the left and the right eyes, it will hit the optic nerve. And at the same time, it will enter the brain. It will cross over in the optic chiasma. And that will support the hypothalamic area, the hypothalamus and the thalamus and the pituitary gland. And we know that the pituitary gland is the master gland of the body. And when this is triggered, this will practically affect the entire function of the body. And we welcome Maria Pinay of Germany. How are you? And we are going live probably at the same time. But I will be live for about an hour to discuss certain health topics, and I will join you in your live stream, Maria. Thank you. And if you can invite our friends to join uh, and listen to our discussion today. The topic today is on sunbathing. This is one habit that you and I should be doing every day to let the sunbeam enter the body. And we will be discussing this in detail, and probably this is the first time I will discuss it publicly. And welcome, Romero of Tarlac. Thank you for joining us. Please invite your friends. I will be doing this regularly, especially on Friday and Saturday. And my goal is just to go live on YouTube. And the beauty about in YouTube is that it is being recorded and you can watch the replay anytime. But my goal here is to share important health topics that usually are not covered in health discussions. So the idea, my dear friends, is to let the sunbeam enter the body. And this is the moment when you and I can directly look at the sun. And the two moments where you can directly look at the sun is during sunrise. That's only about 5 minutes. It's about 5 degrees on the horizon. And the next moment is during sunset. Sunset is quite easy. You look at the western, let's say, hemisphere, and as the sun starts to set, the color changes from bright to about yellow and eventually to about orange. And then, especially when you can see the sun, the setting sun in the west, about to hit the horizon, then that's where you can directly look at it. And so the sunbeam was able to enter the body. So you got it, my dear friends? This is one habit which I feel everybody should do, ideally 2 times a day. So we ensure that we sleep early so that we will wake up earlier and witness the sunrise. And the next moment is during sunset. Uh, just be sure at about 5:30 in the afternoon, you are in a position to directly look at the sun. So, what's the logic behind, my dear friends? The logic is that the sun is the primary source of energy for nature or from nature. If you take away the sun, everything will die, right? And I remember during my high school days, we had an experiment. We put in the, let's say, mango seeds, or let's say small seeds in a pot, two of them, and let the sprouts start to grow. But what we did is that one of them is exposed to the sun directly, another was simply placed in a dark area in the cabinet. And then after 7 days, we took note that the sprouts or the growing seed that has been directly exposed to the sun are more vibrant, more green, right? More healthy and growing exuberantly. Whereas the sprouting seeds that was hidden inside the cabinet, they were watered accordingly. But since they are not exposed to the sun, they are more pale, right? More weak. So there must be something from the sun that gives vitality and energy. And then take note to the animals like the birds, the dogs, and the cats. When they, let's say, see the sun rising, they are usually playing and exposing themselves to the sun. Uh, so Maria mentioned that she has a friend that is quite scared to expose themselves to the sun. We don't expose totally. It's during sunrise and sunset that we can directly expose ourselves to the sun or directly look at the sun. Because the idea is to get the sunbeam to enter the body. And then sunbathing for the entire body in general is up to at about 8 to 9 in the morning and about after 4 o'clock in the afternoon. These are the periods where we can do sunbathing. Whereas if it's beyond 9 o'clock in the morning, it's quite dangerous. The sunbeam is already too strong and may even damage the body. It can destroy the DNA. So we avoid sunlight exposure between 9 o'clock in the morning up to, let's say, 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So that is through Maria, Pinay, Germany, that these are the times where we should avoid sunlight exposure. It will destroy the skin, right? Let the skin more get aged or wrinkling of the skin. But during sunrise and sunset, these are the right moments to do our sunbathing. Now, here's the logic. If you read the Genesis account, the book of Genesis, the book of beginning, written by Moses, the prophet, the book of Genesis, in the first chapter, if we take note the first verse, it started by saying, "In the beginning, God." So there is an activity of God that we take note, which has a beginning. So there is, let's say, the presence of God that is without beginning. So the ultimate God is something that has no beginning, has no end. It is always there. It's always is, as they would say. But in the Genesis account, it said that in the beginning, God. So you may say, in the beginning, God was created or God created, right? So there is now a starting point. But take note, when he said in the beginning, God created the heavens, it's plural, and the earth. And then in the next verse, it said that the Spirit of God was moving in the waters of the earth. So there is now such thing as the earth, and then there is such thing as water, right? And then there is fire, which is the Holy Spirit, was hovering around. So there is now earth, water, and fire. And then, as we continue the Genesis account, Moses wrote, and God said, so God is the first magician. If you define magic as something that is unusual, unexplainable, so when God simply declared or said, he said, let there be light, and there was light. That's magic, right? Or try doing it yourself. You pronounce let there be light in a state of darkness or in a dark room or at night. Nothing happens. Why? Because you don't have the power. You don't have the magic. But according to the Genesis account, welcome, Chichai Cruz. How are you? I understand you're from Laguna. You're the sister of Maria. Okay, welcome. So, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and the Spirit of God moved on top of the waters of the earth. And God said, let there be what? Let there be light. Right? So there was light. And then after light, he said, he created the stars, the moon. So the star or our sun is made of fire, right? That's why it has light. And then the moon reflects the light during full moon. So in the beginning, God said, let there be light. And there was light. And then he created the sun, the moon, and the stars. So all stars that we see at night are actually suns by themselves. They are made up of fire. That's why we can see their illumination, their lumina. It's brightly lighting up the sky. We have billions and probably even trillions of stars at night. But each star is made up of fire, right? So take note, before God proceeded in creating our world, he first created light, then he created the sun. So it appears that the sun is the primordial source of God's energy, God's life, God's light, right? That's why when we directly look at the sun during sunrise and sunset, we should realize that behind the power of the sun is God Himself. So when you let the sunbeam enter your eyes, you're getting that light directly coming from God, and that light is perfect. So if you would like to enjoy perfect health, if you would like to have energy that will promote perfect health, then looking directly at the sun is one of the suggested habits that I would like to share or emphasize. But it's dangerous to look at the sun on a direct basis because it can destroy the eyes, it can destroy the retina. That's why the only moment where you can directly look at the sun is during sunrise and sunset. Okay, so I would like to welcome J&A Family Shorts. Welcome. At uh, Antinox, bonjour, Mary. Welcome. And uh, okay, and thank you, Maria, for inviting as many who can. I will just be here for a few minutes. If I can stay for about an hour, this is only about 1 hour. I started the other day and I was talking for about 25 minutes. So I will be doing this as regularly as possible every about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Philippine Standard Time. Oh, yesterday, Ortega, welcome. Okay, mega, mega love shout out, as they would say. Okay, I can see many now entering into our chat box. You can interact and type in your questions because I can see it right now. And I will discuss them directly in our live presentation today. And then I would like to advise you after this to join the live stream of Maria. She is a good friend of mine here in the internet. And she would be around for about several hours, I think up to 5 p.m. Philippine Standard Time. But in Germany, I think that's in the morning. Okay? Okay, yesterday, jacket, doc, oh, mawala. So, thank you for reminding me. So, how do I do that? How can I give everybody a jacket, as they would say? So, Romero of Tarlac, J&A, Family Shorts, okay, Antinox, bonjour, Mary. Okay, I'll see. What do we do here, Maria? Please guide me. So I'll try to. Okay. So I now gave the jacket to. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to give the jacket to everyone. So just uh, type in your message and you can see if you now have the jacket, as we would say. Okay. So I'm speaking in English, my dear friends, because I'm also targeting our audience in America. It's about 8 o'clock at night in California. I was talking to Susan Barlin and Leon Katz of California just a few moments ago. And that's why I'm talking in English. But later on, Philippine Standard Time at about 5 o'clock here, I will be talking in Taglish because the focus is on the Philippine community here in Asia. Okay, so yesterday Ortega, I think you now have your jacket, and Jacob and Abis family channel. How are you? Okay, so I'm now doing my best to give our faithful, let's say, followers, subscribers, and listeners. So you can put in your let's say site if you like. Just do it conservatively. I think one or two is enough. Okay, okay. So yesterday Ortega, you now have a jacket. Okay, so who still does not have their jacket? I think almost everybody. Okay, so thank you for joining us, and then watch the replay and try to take notes. I suggest you have your own notebook. When I was doing my radio program live here in the Philippines over Radio Nambayan, I had a lot, thousands of listeners, and every night I go on air at 8 o'clock at night up to 10 o'clock at night, 2 hours. And they would take notes because we will be discussing a lot on, let's say, health guides on how to be, of course, to be more healthy. Okay. So JNA, you now have your jacket. JNA family shorts. Okay. Who else? How about Antinox? Bonjour. Oh, you now have it. You just type in your message or your site, and you can see if you have your jacket or not. Okay. So sunbathing is a topic today, no? As the primary source of health and energy and healing. So, do you need energy? Of course, we need energy to be more alive. More energy, more life. Less energy, less life. No energy, no life. That's why when God created our universe, the first level of creation was light and sun. That's why when we do our sunbathing, we are actually getting direct energy from God because the sunbeam came from Him. Because it was God who created light. Then He created the sun, and the sun shows light because the sun is made of fire. And fire leads to lumina or illumination. Okay, so if one has already medical challenges, if one is sick, of course you have to consult your doctor, follow your doctor, but be sure you have more energy for your body to recover. And sunbathing is one of them. When I was having my master's in public health, I was shown some, let's say, sanitariums in Europe. These are hospitals where patients are given the opportunity in early morning to be brought out in a patio and see the sun rise from the east. That's why they are called sanitariums. But unfortunately, with our modern life and due to limitation in space, it seems that even in the best hospitals around, they don't have that opportunity where they will bring out the patients and witness the rising sun. It seems to be uh, requiring a lot of work. So that's where you and I can come in. So be sure, make sure that your room, your house, would make it more easy for you to go out, even by the window or look by the window and see the sun rising. So when you are about to build your house, or rest house or recreation house, be sure that when the sun rises from the east, it would enter the house. And that will improve the chi, as they would say, right? The energy. And then during sunset in the afternoon, when the sun sets, uh, have it in such a way that you can easily move out and look at the setting sun. So it's free, my dear friends. We need energy. We need something that will help the body, let's say, heal itself. And the basis of all healing is energy. Remember that energy is basic. More energy, more life. Less energy, less life. No energy, no life. So where do you get the energy? One of the source of energy is the sun. So sunbathing or sunrise, let's say watching, which is about 5 minutes from sunrise, while the sun is rising from the horizon, and then sunset when the sun is setting at the west. You have to directly look at the sun in order to let the sunbeam enter the body. And when it enters the body, it would surely create better health. You agree? Okay, so the basis is the Genesis account. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and God said, "Let there be what? Let there be light." And then the next verse, He created the sun, the moon, and the stars. And so our sun is a star in the Milky Way galaxy, which we are part. When you search, let's say, Google image Milky Way galaxy, it has trillions of stars. And our sun is just one small speck of light in the Milky Way galaxy. But for us, this one, let's say, spark of light, we can directly see them during sunrise and sunset. So I hope this brief lecture, let's say, helped and gave us some ideas on how to be more healthy. So thank you so much for those who entered. So I hope everybody already have their jacket. My husband take my energy. Wow, Maria. So Maria, you have to restore your energy, right? So be sure there in Germany at sunset. Okay, look at the sun, and then we can do our sunbathing. The sunbathing is we expose the entire body to the sun. That's where let's say nude sunbathing comes in. If you are in a private place, or let's say in a private, let's say beach resort where nude sunbathing is allowed, and that's the best time. But the best time to do your sunbathing is from sunrise to about 9 o'clock in the morning, and then sunset at about 4 o'clock, leading to 6 o'clock when the sun is setting by the west. Okay, so before I go, I would like to review the people who entered our chat box. Maria Pinay of Germany was the first one. And then we have Jacob and Abby's family channel. Yesterday, Ortega. Okay, J and A family shorts. Who else? Okay, Chichai Cruz. Chichai. Okay, I think she is from Laguna. Okay, Antinox. Uh, Antinox. Unfortunately, my channel doesn't monetize. Just move on. I also started without a monetized channel. I started also from zero. And Maria of Germany is one of them who helped me gain my subscribers and watch hours by introducing me to her community. Okay, who else? Okay, I'm trying to review the people who entered the chat box. By the way, I will type in the chat box my website, and I would like to suggest that you subscribe to my website. The Oracle's channel, okay. I now added you as a moderator, okay. So thank you for joining us today. I suggest that you subscribe to my my channel. I give free health consultation. When you click free consultation, you will be led to my email. You can type in any question. I will be able to see it within 24 hours because I check my email every within 24 hours. So if I am not able to answer immediately, I would so in 24 hours. So you just click free consultation and then click the section subscribe, and you just type in your email and I will see it. And then when I see your email, I can answer directly through email, and I can even send you my videos. I have about at least 300 videos available. I can send them to your email one at a time, and the new ones that I am making. Okay, so I will now type in my website in the chat box. It's DNA Health RX. DNA Health RX.com. So there I have it. Probably I will pin it. Maria, how do you pin? Okay. And then click uh, free free health consultation because I'm already a retired physician. So I will help you by learning more about your condition, how, especially how you would coordinate with your doctor. And then click health consultation, and then click subscribe. Okay, and share my website to your loved ones and friends. The benefit that you will be getting is that you can connect with a medical doctor like me, but I'm not establishing a physician-patient relationship. That is with your, you do that with your doctor. But what I will do is I will educate you on any health questions or health challenges that you might have, and it will guide you on how you can coordinate with your doctor. And my focus is on how to strengthen your body, how to support the body to heal itself, how to delay aging, how to be sexier like Maria Piray of Germany. I like her picture by the waterfalls, right? If you can have that more frequently featured, I'm sure many would be happy. Okay, so share our site to as many friends as possible. I'm now focusing on the age bracket of the baby boomers, those who are age 65 to 85, 65 to 75, up to 85. Because the baby boomers are those who were born between 1945 to 1965. That's 20 years. At the end of World War II, there was a boom of babies born worldwide, and they were identified as baby boomers. And I think Maria is not a baby boomer. What's your year birth, Maria? If it's beyond 1965, then probably you may fall on the next generation, or even on the Gen X generation, Gen X, I say. And then currently, what we have are the millennials. These are who are in their 20s and 30s, the millennials. But the baby boomers now, those who were born between 1945 and 1965, they are now between 65 years old and 75 years old. They are still strong, they are still healthy, but they are now starting to feel the signs of aging. But when one reaches 80 years old and above, that's where the aging, let's say, factor comes in, and one may already have some medical condition. The best time to prevent it is to start acting on health as early in life. So the younger you are, the better. Actually, at age 40 and above, that's the starting point of the aging process. And then it becomes more prominent at the 50s. And then 60s, some may already have some medical challenges like elevation of your blood pressure, elevation of your cholesterol, elevation of uric acid, elevation of sugar, and if this is not properly treated, it can lead to a lot of complications. Let's say when one gets older in life, especially when one reaches 80 of age and beyond. The goal, my model and my inspiration is Senator Juan Ponce, and really, I saw his interview live in the Philippines last night, giving his observation and comments about the issues in the Philippine Western Sea. But take note, he just had his birthday last February. I think it's February 14, and he is now 100 years old. But you will see that his mind is sharp. He was at one time the president of the Senate and a senator, and as a government, let's say, leader in many branches of our government. He has a wide, let's say, experience of public service. But take note, he is 100 years old. So I'm happy because this is an actual, real, let's say, experience or scenario when one can be healthy at 100 years of age. But the best time to do that or to move towards that is to take action as early as possible in life. And one of the suggestions that I would like to share is sunbathing. And probably this is the first time you heard this type of lecture. So I would be happy if you would understand it and start doing your sunbathing within 24 hours. If you remember Benjamin Franklin, one of the presidents of America and considered a statesman, and he was famous when he said, early to bed, and I quote, early to bed, early to rise, makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. So let's take note of it. If you sleep early, you would wake up early, right? And one of the benefit, according to him, is health. Healthy, and then prosperity, wealthy, and be full of wisdom. Healthy, wealthy, and wise. He just didn't mention that you have to sleep early in order to wake up early, and I would, if I may add, in order to see the sunrise. However, if you miss the sunrise, you can do so at sunset. But that's one of the, let's say, basic habit of health is to sleep early. That's why, especially here in the Philippines, if you're in the province where there is less night activity, at 7 or 8 o'clock at night, things seems to be already, let's say, dead in the night, as they would say, because you would start to feel sleepy. Okay, so if there are any health topics that you would like that we discuss, just put it in the chat box because this one is being recorded in YouTube, and I would review it occasionally, and I will take note that topics that you might want that we discuss. Like yesterday, Ortega was suggesting a neurogenic bladder, right? Okay. Uh, my son case is, let's say, okay, neurogenic bladder, what pa? Okay, so we now have a new one, Wandering Joe. How are you? Okay, I will try to give you your jacket. Okay, how do we do it? Oh, there it is. Just look for the three buttons. Uh, okay, there we go. Okay, you now have your jacket so that when you join us again, I know that you are a regular, let's say, viewer. Okay, so thank you so much. We have covered about 34 minutes. So I will end the brief presentation. And yesterday, Ortega suggests that the next topic would be on early menopause. Yeah, I'll consider that. We'll be having different topics every time I go live. I would intend to do this regularly, if not as frequently as possible. Anyway, it's recorded and watch the replay, take notes. Okay, so God bless to everyone. Always remember that prevention is always better than the best cure, and then get in touch with your loved ones who are 65 to 75. Like the other day, I joined Maria where she visited her mother-in-law. That's one habit because we only live once, and we might as well make the best of it. Okay, thank you, and God bless until our next, let's say, YouTube channel live. And always remember to point to God, who is the source of our life and health, and give glory to Him. He created us, and let us do our best to serve our fellow men in the best way possible. God bless you until our next presentation.